I'm from California, but thanks to my recovery, I ended up in Nashville, Tennessee. And so Dell Computer had their second headquarters was here in Nashville, Tennessee, and it was growing. And I needed a job coming out of treatment, and I got a job at the kiosk in the mall back when people were like, when you bought a Dell, people said, "Dude, you're getting a Dell." So like, picture a guy from California with long hair, hoop earrings, flip flops, like long beard, saying, "Dude, you're getting a Dell." Like, I sold a lot of computers. Like, I was a great fit in Nashville. They didn't know what to do with me. And so I parlayed that experience going into the actual corporate headquarters, because I was just out in a mall. But some guy took notice of me, brought me into the headquarters, and I stuck out like a sore thumb. And I worked my way up through the corporate ladder. And I say I stuck out like a sore thumb, and it's not because I was from California and I had the long hair and the hoop earrings and all that kind of stuff. It was because I practiced principles that I learned in recovery that most of the people around me were not. I knew how to do things that recovering addicts are trained to do to survive that most of the people around me were incapable of. For example, sharing a weakness. You know, there's an incredibly humbling effect when you as a drug addict walk into a room full of people that are admitted drug addicts, and you say, "I'm Mike, I'm a drug addict." And then you ask a bunch of strangers for help that are admitted drug addicts. And then you get a sponsor and you start working the steps and you start getting recovery, and you go, "Wow, sharing that weakness changed my life." And then you go into the corporate world and everybody's lying and hiding, just like a drug addict in active addiction, except they're not pursuing the next high. They're pursuing the next promotion, the next sale. And so like a really classic example of this, and actually I did this, so it's like I'm a hypocrite, but I once wasted 22 hours over a weekend trying to figure out how to use Microsoft Excel pivot tables when I could have spent 10 minutes asking my manager, "How do I do a pivot table in Microsoft Excel?" But I was scared that I would look stupid, that I would look weak, that they wouldn't want to invest in me and all that kind of stuff. And so when I was in that corporate environment, all these people around me were essentially hiding their true selves, or what I call wearing a mask, which we're in a pandemic and all that stuff. I don't mean physical mask. I mean the mask that leaders have been wearing for centuries. And I aggressively shared my weaknesses. I said no to things. I had the difficult conversations. And when the boss's boss was in the room, I shared my unique perspective. And so that's what got me promoted. And that's what turned my mentors into the people that reported to me.